Now let's talk about the way that the tunnels are constructed. The way Axis does it is they use DNS-based geo-selection. So depending on where you are in the world, you will get a different IP address. So take a look over here on the right. I'm on the Mumbai AWS EdgeConnect hub, and when I dig for IPsec proxy-geo, and this is the domain name that's always used by all. It's hard coded. You cannot even change this in the Axis EdgeConnect automation. When we resolve this IP address, we get back, if we were in Mumbai, we get back 3.111.243.86. If I'm in Sydney, Australia, and I resolve the same host name, I get back a different IP, 325.3.36. And that's just a function of the way geospatial DNS works. You path to the closest name server, and then that name server responds with an IP address depending on where that name server is. It is contingent on the idea that the local edge connect, and we do this name resolution from the edge connect at that location. If that edge connect's DNS is routed in some funny way, is backhauled, for instance, the self-oriented, the self-sourced DNS, if it is backhauled to a data center in a different country, well, you're going to get an IP address that's for that data center or wherever you emerged onto the internet. So be aware of that. If you get situations where you're like, I have very high latency for this tunnel, and you investigate the tunnel to Axis, and you find out that that tunnel is going to some far off land or some far off Axis POP that you didn't expect, it probably has to do with the way DNS is configured at that branch. We will re-resolve this IP every 24 hours or when the tunnel drops and comes back up. So let's say that in this situation, we have a device called Kennesaw 3, and it has an INET A, a B, and a C. All of these are in the primary position. So we've all marked all three of these labels as primaries. The way that automation works is it will resolve the primary host name and the backup host name. It'll have two IP addresses. That's what you see on the right over here. The primary will be denoted as A1, and the backup will be denoted as A2. So when you go and look at the tunnels, you will see that they're of this format. It'll say, and they'll always be the same, HPE SSE, which is the name of the SSE, underscore the label itself that this tunnel is built on, followed by the position that label is in the interface labels panel. This primary right here doesn't mean this primary. This is the primary on the Edge Connect side, but then you also have a primary and a backup on the SSE side. So keep that in mind. It's a little confusing. The A1 is what tells you which of the two POPs this tunnel is connecting to. So A1 means the primary POP, or the first IP that we resolved, and A2 will be the second IP that we resolved. So the Edge Connect, these are all IKE identifiers. See how this is the domain that we configured in the subscription. In fact, I had sewan.5tuple.net, but you see that this is what makes this tunnel unique, this IKE identifier here, and that is constructed from the host name underscore the label at whatever domain that you configure in the subscription tab.